So that is the meaning of this. This always represents current object. Once again I repeat, if this constructor is initializing drawing room object, this represents drawing room object. This constructor is initializing study room object, this represent study room object. In this way, current object means whatever object is being initialized, this represents that object. However, for a beginner, it may be hard not to swallow. However, don't worry. In concept zone, I explain in detail once again. And in full feel good series also I explained. And gradually, if you have little doubts also, those are clarified. So now just to focus on constructor. Okay. Thereafter, calculate floor area. Already explained about this in the previous program, and I need not explain. I think just if you have any doubt, previous program once again you watch. Okay. Now here one difference you can find. I am telling you, room is also one type of constructor, also one type of method, initializing method. For that arguments I have given, that is parameters I have given. As far as calculate floor area, calculate next four walls area, and calculate that is a demo room. For that, I am not giving any argument. You get it out. Why I didn't give argument? Actually, in the fast track, in the feel good series I explained. These are all other methods are like your heart, your liver, your kidney, like that. For them, you need not give any input. Whatever input they require, they take automatically. They take automatically. That's why we need not pass. Are you giving directly any inputs to your heart? Are you giving any inputs to your liver? Are you giving directly any inputs to your kidney? No. But for one thing you are giving. What is that? That is mouth. Mouth. Actually, initialized method. What is the purpose of constructor? Feeding. Initializing means like feeding. Feeding means mouth. How it gets? It gets from outside. Mouth is fed from outside elements. That's why for this you have to give the argument. In that way you understand for time being. Gradually understand. Don't worry about this. Okay. Now, next one you see. Calculate four walls area. I explained everything in the previous program. Demo room already explained, and already I told you you should have perfect practice over SOP. SOP statement. If you are not good at SOP, you cannot write this comfortably. You commit mistakes. As a result of that, you have to pay price. You have to waste a lot of time. You are tired. That point you have to understand. Okay. Now, 4 instance variables, 3 instance methods, and 1 constructor we have defined. Okay. So with this blueprint class we have defined. Blueprint class you defined. Now let us focus on implementation class. Now this you name it as room demo. If you are working on GDB compiler, just main is there. You take that main only. Okay. We cannot change that. Okay. Yeah, only one point, one constraint you have. Just bear that. Okay. Thereafter main you have defined. In the main, in this case, because I have to explain about this. So what is the use of this? That's why 2 objects I have created. First object is dr, that represents drawing room object. Now we see here constructor look like constructor only. Now in the previous program this is blank. This is blank. As far as this is concerned, we are giving our 4 elements. Now it is looking like a constructor. Now you see room dr is equal to new room. In that 4 arguments they are giving same order. Which order? Drawing room 20, 15, 10 we are giving. Where they go? From this they are passed to constructor. In the constructor header 4 elements are there. What are those 4 elements? Room name, length, breadth and height. These 4 elements are passed to the parameters in a sequential order. Okay, respectively they are passed. So by that way those are initialized. That point you have to understand. Okay. Thereafter, now one more object we are creating. What is that object? Study room. Study room. So same thing, SR. Study room represents SR. So for this also, four values arguments we are passing. What is that? Study room 10, 10, 10. Length 10, breadth 10, height 10. That we are passing. In turn, they go to the constructor. Now we see when the first constructor is called, this you have seen, this represents dr. Now this represents sr. That is the way. Suppose after that you created one more object, kitchen room, then this represents kitchen room. Suppose thereafter bedroom 1, then this represents bedroom 1. That point, that is the, so every time you need not give and all that, automatically this represents the current object. That point you have to understand regarding constructor. Okay, now all the drawing room object is initialized and study room object is initialized. Now what you can do, if you want to display them, you can display them. For that, what you have to do, you have to call demo room via dr. Via dr means it represents a drawing room object. Dr demo room, dr demo room. Okay, if you call, what does it mean? You are ask the program to display the dimensions of drawing room object in the format. So if you are writing like this, demo room, what does it mean? You are asking the program to display the dimensions of study room in the format. So as a result of that, both are being displayed. Okay, so you can create n number of objects. Suppose in your home half a dozen rooms are there, half a dozen rooms you can create half a dozen objects. Via every object you can create a demo room. Then the corresponding values are printed. Okay, now let us see the output. Actually here in this case, drawing room areas should be displayed, study room area should be displayed. Now we see that room name, drawing room, corresponding length, floor area, four walls area. In the same way, study room, its length, breadth and height, and floor area and four walls area. Always remember that not only output, here output values are floor area and four walls area. Along with them, you should give the input values also in the output. Then only it is readable. Otherwise, how user can verify what are the input values and all that? Whatever values are required to understand about the output, all should be given in the output formation. That point you have to understand and proceed.